Welcome back to Algebra Videos. X minus 6 plus 2x plus 4 equals 10. We want to get x by itself when we're working an equation like this. And before we get to that, we want to just make the equation or the problem as simple as possible. So we can always just look for terms that are similar and combine them, bring them together, so that the problem will be shorter and easier to look at. So in this case, x and 2x are very similar terms. They can be combined. X plus 2x is 3x. The first thing I want to do here is just combine those terms. X plus 2x is 3x. And then I'll write all the other terms the same. Here's a minus 6. So I'll put that down. And here's a plus 4. So I'll write a plus 4. And then on the right side, we have a 10. So I'm just bringing that down, rewriting it, 10. So our equation got a little bit shorter here. And I'm going to continue to look for anything else that can be simplified or brought together or combined. So this negative 6 and 4, that can be simplified into negative 2. Negative 6 plus 4 is negative 2. So we can rewrite the equation with that part simplified. Let's just rewrite the 3x part. And then minus 6 plus 4, that can be simplified to just minus 2. And then over on the right side of the equation, it doesn't change. I'm just going to rewrite the 10. And now I would like to get rid of this minus 2. So how might I do that? Well, how about if I just add 2 to this left side of the equation? I'll just stick in a plus 2. And of course, anything I do to the left side, I have to do to the right side. That's just a little thing in math. That's just the way it is. That is math. So just remember, whenever you do something to the left side, you have to do the same thing to the right side. Always, 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 always. This was true 500 years ago, and this will be true 500 years from now. Okay. So this minus 2 plus 2 is going to simplify to 0. So let's just rewrite the equation down here. 3x. And then minus 2 plus 2, that simplifies to 0. So I can just say minus 0. And that equals, on the right side, 10 plus 2. That's this term right here. 10 plus 2 is 12. And now 3x minus 0, well, we can just rewrite that as 3x, right? We don't really need to say minus 0. So we can just change that to 3x. And that equals, on the right side, I'm just going to bring down this 12. No change. Wow, our problem is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. That's what we like. So the last thing we got to do is get rid of this 3 on the left side. 3x equals 12. So I'm going to make use of that rule that says I can do anything I want to either side as long as I do it to both sides. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to divide by 3. Because I know that 3 divided by 3 is going to cancel into 1. But anything I do to one side, I got to do to the other side. So I'm going to divide the other side by 3 as well. So now 3 divided by 3 cancels into just 1. Right? 3 divided by 3 is 1. That's this term right here. 3 divided by 3 just becomes 1. And then the x doesn't change. We're just going to rewrite the x. That's our little x right there, going down right there. And all of that equals what's on the right side. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So 1x equals 4. Or another way to say that is just x equals 4. You don't need to say 1x equals 4. Okay, and that is our answer. That's our solution. So I'm going to draw a rectangle around that, and you can stop right there, and you are done. However, maybe you made an error. Maybe you made a mistake. You're not sure, right? And you want to get 100 on your quiz, so you'd love to know if for sure this is the right answer. So there's a way to verify this, and that is to plug this number of x equals 4 back into the original equation wherever there's an x and see if the two sides are equal. So over here on the right, I've rewritten the original equation in preparation for this step. And we are now going to plug in x equals 4 wherever there's an x in this equation. So for this first x, I'm going to plug in a 4. And then I'm just going to copy what's right here, minus 6. That's a minus 6. And then plus 2x. So plus 2 times x. And what's our x? 4. We're plugging in a 4. Plus this last term here of 4. And then over on the right side, that equals 10. That's that 10 right there. So all we have to do now is simplify this a little bit. Let's do that. I'm just going to rewrite these same numbers here. 4 minus 6 plus, and then I'm going to simplify this. 2 times 4. That's 8, right? 2 times 4 is 8 plus 4 equals 10. All right, so let's just keep simplifying. I'm going to just do we could do it all in one step, but I'm going to take it in small bites here. 4 minus 6 that's a negative 2 plus, and then we'll simplify this. How about 8 plus 4 is 12. So we'll just rewrite that as 12. And that equals, on the right side, 10, right? So we're just going to rewrite our 10. And now simplifying again on the left side, negative 2 plus 12 is a positive 10. And that equals, on the right side, we'll just rewrite our 10. Okay, so when we plugged in, we plugged in x equals 4 to our original equation. We got two numbers that equal, right? So that proves that x equals 4 is a solution. In fact, it's the correct solution. And so now we know not only did we solve the problem of x equals 4, we know we did it correctly. We're sure we got the right answer. And so for that, I'm going to give us an A+.
Thumbs up and subscribe. For more videos like this, check out algebravideos.com.